Hey ladies and gentlemen, Gordy here. Today is Saturday, March 28th. What we're going to talk about today is building raised beds. Yesterday, me and Elo, my hired guy, went and picked up 225 cement blocks, unloaded them by hand. Didn't bring the tractor back with me from the farm. What we're going to do is we're going to build some raised beds, and we're going to start that process tomorrow. So if you're interested in building raised beds with cement blocks and mortar, we're going to put them on a concrete pad in the back. I will go back there later and show you the layout and how we're going to start that. Get some blocks back there, get them laid out so you guys can see what we're doing, and hope everybody's doing good. We'll talk at you in a little while. Bye. Good morning, fellas and ladies and gentlemen, friends of YouTubers. Today is Sunday, March 29th, and today we're going to start constructing our DIY raised bed garden out of cement blocks. We're going to do 4 or 5 here. Hopefully we have someday build our greenhouse over there with reclaimed windows. I know the sun's bright, finally got some sun. Crazy. I'm gonna get started. I'm laying it out right now. I gotta get a chalk line. I've drawn dimensions. It's going to be 147 long by 67 wide. That allows me a room for the mortar, and it's going to be square. It's going to be 4 foot inside. So we'll have a 4 foot garden, but we're going to have a foot around the outside edge at least, so we can walk around it, and that'll give us room for more along this way right here. So stay tuned. I'll be back in a little bit and we'll start laying some mortar. If you want to learn how to do this, I'm a newbie at laying block, but I'm going to try, and we'll try to go through it together. Thank you. Bye. Hello everybody. Have you ever had one of those days you just want to say shoot me? Well, I had one today, but not too bad. As we discussed earlier, it's still Sunday afternoon. I laid out one of my raised beds, cement blocks, and was getting ready to do a video on it. And I went to mix some concrete, mortar, not concrete. And I had an old dog pen over here at one time, and I used the hydrant off of that dog pen, and it burst. The bottom burst and water just started bubbling out of the ground. And so I spent my day doing this, putting in a new hydrant. So tomorrow, hopefully, I'm trying not to fall down here, hopefully we can get this first raised bed done. Got it all measured out, all laid out, and we'll talk about this tomorrow. Here is the bed. So we'll get that done tomorrow, and I'll post a video tomorrow. Also, I got to transplant some tomatoes. I got some that really need transplanted bad. And I hope you guys had a great weekend. They still got us on lockdown, Kansas City, but people are really not adhering to it too much. I went to Lowe's to get the new hydrant, and there was 10 people deep at 6 foot apiece, 6 foot apart. So can't bitch and complain about it, because you're out there too. So hope you guys stay safe and wash your hands and go from there, because this will be over soon and we all get back to gardening, doing our tomatoes. Have a great night. Bye. Morning, YouTubers, friends, heirloom enthusiasts, gardening enthusiasts. I had a weekend where I was going to do some filming for you, but it all went to hell in a handbasket. I got all my blocks on Friday and had intentions of doing a raised bed video. Yesterday I came out, laid out my blocks, and hooked up to an old hydrant that I had a dog run on a long time ago. And this is what I spent my day doing. It was rusted at the bottom. Water started bubbling out of the ground. Had to shut the water off in the house. Had to dig this out, go to Lowe's, get a new hydrant, hook it up. And one good thing out of the whole deal, in the 20 years since it was put in, they now got these connectors called shark bites, where you just slide it on, tap it on, and it stays. You don't have to solder, you don't have to do any other gluing or nothing like that. So I got a new hydrant, and we're gonna walk over here to where I'm gonna do these raised beds. Kind of muddy here, and I'm gonna show you what we're doing today. So I have a video tonight. I'm gonna probably transplant some tomatoes into bigger pots, but right now we're doing a raised bed. This is our first raised bed. We got this right here, and it is about 40 inches inside, 12 foot long, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3 of those right now. Then we're going to fill them with dirt before we put anything else here. We're going to put a couple of 16 footers in this direction, and then we're going to plant some melons and tomatoes and maybe some other stuff. Up here, right here, this big 2 square knockoff is going to be where we put the greenhouse. Someday we get it approved by the city. And right here, I'm going to build out of stone, an elevated herb trough, so to speak, so I can put the basil in and some of the other stuff we use, but mostly basil. I got basil growing in the light. So I'm going to try to do a time lapse of this, and I've never used time lapse on the GoPro, so if it doesn't come out, I'll show you the completed project when it's done. Hopefully I'll be done by noon and get this posted. I hope you find this interesting. I'm going to use mortar, S-type mortar right there, and then we're going to use these things right here about every 4th block. They're called weep tubes, and what you do is put them in between the beads of the stringers, and it allows the soil to drain. I'll maybe put some gravel on the bottom of that, and allow the soil to drain out of the concrete blocks, so you don't have all the pressure on the blocks, and also aerate your soil, so it'll just be good. Other than that, I don't know if you guys want to know what kind of tools I'm using. This is an old W. Rose 10-inch trowel. I use a small one because I'm old and I don't have to pick up as much mud with it. I have a bunch of other tools here, concrete. Then the main thing right there, the 2 levels to make sure it's level and good to go. So I hope you enjoy this video and hope you understand. If you have any questions about building raised bed gardens, when we get ready to mix the dirt with the vermiculite and the peat moss to put in there, I'll do a video of that so you can kind of see how that all tops off, and then we'll go from there. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk at you in a little bit. Bye. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I got one end done. See, it's going to be about 40.5 inches wide, 12 feet long on the inside. So got one end done, and I'll get a video whenever we get it finished, and then we'll put in the dirt. Hope you guys are having a great day. Bye.